Hey, what's up? It's January 28th, 2025, and the fascists want you dead, but there are things you can do about it. Trump is freezing federal resources that help millions of people. The oligarchs are funneling your tax-paying money into their own pockets, trying to claim that social services that serve millions of people don't actually help the day-to-day lives of those people. I started looking into this because I heard that SNAP could be affected. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Does that sound like something that wouldn't help with day-to-day lives of people? Administered to millions of Americans every month, commonly known as food stamps. In 2023, the program served an average of 42.1 million people per month, or 12.6% of U.S. residents. He wants to take away food benefits, the ability to afford groceries, from 12% of the population. And that was in 2023. The economy has gotten worse since then and will only continue to get worse under this administration. So think about the millions more people who are going to need that assistance, who will now no longer be able to get it or get it in the same way they could have previously. You've probably heard people talking about the military strategy of shock and awe. They are trying to scare you into freezing and not doing anything to make you feel as powerless as possible. But you are not powerless. We are not powerless. SNAP programs and other government assistance programs are going to be affected. What does that mean? People are going to be more food insecure. They're going to be more financially insecure. They're going to be more food insecure. On my refrigerator right now, I have a cutout piece of paper from our local free circulation newspaper. Then I have circled all of the organizations in my area that take donations. They take monetary donations, they take household item donations, and some of them take food donations. I know of at least one homeless shelter that always has somebody opening to take food donations. They have a kitchen, they feed the homeless people in our area. If you and all your friends send one of those organizations $5 each, that's tremendous. If you can go out and get food to donate, that's even more tremendous. Make sure you get in contact with them if you have the social confidence and competence to do so, to find out if they're in need of specific things. A lot of places won't take perishable food. They won't take food if they don't know where it came from. So just check in before you spend your hard-earned money to make sure that you're getting something they'll actually need. But homeless shelters and food pantries and soup kitchens don't serve everyone. The internet is an incredible tool for that reason. If you have food that you would like to give away, you can post on Nextdoor, Facebook Marketplace, or an app called the Freebie Alerts app, which is my new favorite app because I use it to get free stuff all the time, and I have gotten free food off of it. But it's literally just a mutual aid website. If you have something to give away and you say free in your title, wherever you post it, it will aggregate it to this app and then let people know in your area that it's available. I get notifications all day about free stuff in my area. It's not sponsored, it's not subscription. You just go on there or post on Facebook or post on Nextdoor and say free. I've seen multiple pantry cleanouts where people are just getting rid of canned food or pasta or anything that they're not going to eat. Maybe it's past the Best Buy date, but those are just suggestions mainly for the stores to keep them on their shelves to that date. Most things that are shelf stable will be okay past their Best Buy dates. But people want to help people. I got free loaves of bread that we're still eating and peanut butter that we still have from a woman who I think just wanted to help people in need in the area and posted that she had free bread and peanut butter. They were going out of town, and instead of letting it go to waste in her refrigerator, she met me at our local flea market and gave me bags of food. Even the local truck stop will post sometimes that trucks have left pallets of food off of their truck because the store wouldn't take them. Usually because one of the boxes was dented or damaged, and some stores just won't take an entire pallet if there's a little bit of damage. I've gotten vegetables that way and cottage cheese. Cottage cheese individual cups that I've been living off of for my breakfast for almost a month now. Cottage cheese and vegetables that I called the local homeless shelter and asked if they would take, letting them know what the situation was, where the food came from, and they were happy to take them. I don't have a lot of money, but I've been able to donate food to our local homeless shelter because of this app, and I was able to make a connection and use my resources, which are I have access to a vehicle and I happen to have some gas in my car. I had the time, energy, and physical capability to go and grab this stuff and drive it to the soup kitchen. And going back to Nextdoor and Marketplace, reach out to people. If you don't feel comfortable talking to your neighbors in person, if you don't know your neighbors in person, if you have a lot of social anxiety, if you have trouble leaving the house because you're disabled or chronically ill, use Nextdoor or Facebook Marketplace as a resource. If you need food or something, it's okay to ask. People want to help. Some people might shame you, but for the most part, my experience is that people on Nextdoor especially want to help. They're community driven. That's why they're there. Some of them are cops, trying to publicly shame and monitor other people's behavior. But Nextdoor doesn't really stand for that as a community. And there are ways to stop that behavior from happening and to keep it dedicated to community support, community outreach, and community connection. You're part of that. I always comment on posts that seem like public shaming and try to help someone understand why that's not conducive behavior for the environment that we're in. Why shame someone publicly for stealing from Walmart and not consider that they may be so desperate to steal from a mega corporation where so many people can see them do it? And then I report the post. And it usually gets taken down because Nextdoor is about community positivity. It's about serving the local community in a positive, uplifting way. If you need help, ask. If you have something to give, post about it. When we start growing stuff in our garden in the spring, I plan on bringing parts of a harvest to some of our neighbors to try to connect with them. But we also share stuff out of our garden with our friends and family. Mutual aid and community care includes your friends and family because one good gesture to one person tends to lead to more good gestures to more people. It spreads, it grows, we pass it on. Don't convince yourself that just because you can only do a little bit, that's not enough. Because every little bit contributes to a lot of bit. That's how math works, bro. The fascists in power want us vulnerable. They want us starving and they want us struggling. If you can't afford food, you can't focus, you can't sleep well, you aren't strong, you can't critically analyze the information that's being given to you, your immune system is weakened, and you're less capable of protecting yourself and your communities. That's what they want. So we have to set ourselves up for success. We have to take care of each other because they are not interested in taking care of us. It's not hopeless. It's just having to change the way we function. My challenge to you is to do one thing today, even if it's small, to connect with your community in a way that you haven't before. Even if it's just a post on Nextdoor saying, I heard that SNAP assistance may be in trouble. Does anybody in the area need crowdfunding help? Does anybody in the area need these cans of soup I have? Does anybody in the area know organizations that are helping food insecure people in our area? If you don't know, ask. Because like I said, people want to help. We got this.